someone to change their mind, only that kind of action is permitted. And note, by the way, that this works both ways. In a truly liberal society, we must be just as protective of religious minorities who live according to the rules as we are protective of the majority's right to live free from intimidation. That is why radical Islamic terrorism and retaliatory attacks on law-abiding Muslims are equally abhorrent and unacceptable. Equally abhorrent and unacceptable. And that includes attempts to, for example, restrict the freedom of law-abiding Muslims to practice their religion or to build their houses of worship in accordance with the rules that I've described. But only the weak-minded cannot distinguish or fear to distinguish between protected religious freedom on the one hand and the unacceptable and illegal acts I've described that are incompatible in principle with the free society. And note that those unacceptable and illegal acts include conspiracies to incite people to break the law. Doing so, inciting people to break the law under cover of legitimate religion, cannot be an excuse for us failing to recognize the corrosive and destructive nature of such acts, which by their nature deprive themselves of the protection of the right to religious freedom. If our freedoms are not to be a suicide pact in which we are unable or afraid to protect ourselves from our enemies, we must accept that occasionally we will have to act in ways that make us uncomfortable. We must be prepared to take steps to ensure that our houses of worship, our schools, our prisons, and other institutions are not being used to proselytize for illegal activities, no matter what thin veneer of religious respectability the proponents may fashion for them. And we have to do this for exactly the same reasons that we take vigorous steps to ensure that anti-Muslim extremists are not permitted to act on their beliefs. If we are serious about the free society, if we do not want our list of freedoms to become our suicide note, we must police the frontier between thought and act, and we must do so without fear and without apology. To repeat, it is not illegal to be a radical Islamist or an anti-Muslim bigot. What is illegal and must not be tolerated is to step over the line between belief and action, including speech, counseling, illegal acts. Not to police the line is to prove ourselves unworthy of the heritage of freedom we enjoy and for which so much has been sacrificed. Thank you.